Hello, everyone, and welcome to this video about the USYF Futsal 365 Academy tryouts here in New Jersey. Figure we make a quick little video and address some of the questions and emails that we have received over the last couple of weeks when we announced the tryout. So number one, I think that everybody who has any particular questions might be able to find, or should be able to find, should I say, most of these answers on our website, which is futsal365academy.com. On top of it is the link for the tryouts, which is scheduled for the first set, June 14th and 21st. You click on it, it will take you on the sign-up sheet. The dates and the times are on here. The first set is going to be done at Monroe Sports Center in Monroe. But you go ahead and sign up, and we'll get you on the registration list and be able to receive all the updates. But other questions that you may have can easily be also addressed at the National United States Youth Futsal website, which is USYFfutsal.com. If you come to the side, there's a link here under Academy, and you might be able to get additional information. We are part of the original USYF Academies, the national program that was launched last year. So what makes us different than other quote unquote academies? Basically, we are under USYF Futsal's National Academy program. We are a member of US Soccer, which has mandated that futsal is being taught in the grassroots and used as a development tool for all the youth soccer players. Also, let me see if I can just pull it up here. I actually have some videos I want to show you guys from one of the events that USYF Academy does, and that's one of the reasons what makes us different. Let me see if I can find the other videos. I believe they're only here. Okay. Basically, what I was looking for is we have a curriculum that is followed on a national basis, that is handed down by the creator and the director of the whole Academy national program, which is Keith Tozer. It's passed down to us, and we implement it, execute it, and adjust it as the needs of the academies present themselves. But among the other things that, again, makes us a bit different than everybody else is the fact that the USYF program runs for 10 months. So the tryouts will happen in June. Teams will be created and offers will go out. Or should I say offers will go out and teams will be created. And we will start training in September. All the information, if you guys scroll down here on our website, is on the side here. Tells you all these details about the program. But just to touch up real quick, basically you train during the fall and spring months once a week. And then during the winter months, you train twice a week. The program is basically designed to not interfere with your soccer duties, with your club or your academies. It's to enhance the players' development and skills technically and tactically. All our trainers and coaches are futsal certified trainers and coaches. We actually teach futsal, meaning that we just don't take the outdoor games, bring it inside, and apply the same methodology. Futsal does have on its own way of being played, technically and tactically. So we prepare the players to face the challenges of those games, as the academy does compete in local futsal leagues. They compete in regional leagues and tournaments, state cups, and travel out of the state at times to compete at higher level tournaments. There's also the USYF National Academy Tournament, which this year is coming up very shortly in Kansas City, which is a great experience for the players to be involved. They get to play against teams from all across the country. Of course, they got to qualify to get there, but our academy has done very well. Also, this year, we are very proud to announce that in our first year, we had 13 players. You guys can see the announcement right here. 13 players being invited to try out for the national teams, which is also the trials of this year in Kansas City. And what happens if they make those teams? The younger age groups will travel to Argentina to play, and the older age groups will. I'm sorry, vice versa. The older age groups will travel to Argentina to play, and the younger age groups will travel to Barcelona, Spain, to play. So there's a lot of great things that come with with this program to be part of the U.S. soccer and the United States futsal development program. It's not just for the basic training. It does offer a lot of great opportunities, including the last component, which is being worked on, having college coaches ID the tournaments and the trials. And let's be honest, if a soccer player or a futsal player can do well and have their technical and tactical skills intact on a futsal environment, they are beasts on the outdoor game. College coaches do understand that. Paid professional trainers understand the value of futsal and recognize which players will do well at the college level. So, just with, like I said, by the way, if you do come on our websites, I think it's a fantastic website for a variety of information. It has parents giving testimonials with their experience in the program. It has videos with the kids playing, trying out different tournaments, the New Jersey Futsal State Cup, Lancaster Regional Tournament, US Futsal Regional Tournament in Atlantic City. So there's quite a bit of information that you guys can go over. Same thing with the United States Youth Futsal National website. It gives you a lot of information that you guys can read and go over. And some of these questions that we get emailed on could very easily be answered if you take 10 minutes to go over everything. We also have a futsal YouTube channel, which if you guys are into futsal and you like to have all the information, please come and subscribe. If you go to YouTube, it's under Futsal 365 Academy. It was recently created, and we're going to be uploading regular videos from trials, from the kids playing in the different tournaments, information that comes our way from the USYF and anything else that's going on in the futsal world here in New Jersey or nationally as well as internationally. So it's another great resource to catch videos, not just read about it. And they're going to be a lot of fun. So do please subscribe, like and subscribe. Futsal 365, right? And on YouTube. So lastly, before I let you guys go, I just wanted to go over a couple of the videos. Last year, myself was invited, being that the academy was about to embark. We had all the directors for the academy, the executive directors, attend a symposium, if you call, at Kansas City, to give us all the guidelines and all the details and everything that needs to be addressed for the USYF Futsal program. The USYF also combined it with their National I.D trials for the national teams. So it was a fantastic experience. And if you're looking to have your 10-year-old or your 17-year-old be in a professional environment just like the pros do, this is definitely the program. So a lot of good stuff. I'm just going to show you guys some couple of videos. So the first two videos are actually one video, whatever, it doesn't matter, I guess, is just to show you the professionalism of this program. So basically, these are the boys coaches. They get to the venue or to the area where the tryouts are held. This was in Kansas City, obviously, and they spent a day before the trials in meetings and in conference calls to go over the entire curriculum of the tryouts, to go over every single detail of how they are going to approach the tryouts. Right here in the corner, the face sticking up, that's Keith Tozer. He is the ex-national men's senior team coach for futsal. And as I said, he is also the program director for USYF for the academy. And again, all they did was take the curriculum that I talked about, break it down, and go over every single detail. So the following day, it will be smooth as silk and seamless. So all these guys would address this, break it down, and then they would go to the gym actually and execute the curriculum, and then come back into the classroom and do another piece and go back out and so on and so forth. So I'll let you guys, eavesdrop a little bit of one of this meeting and just make this as loud as I can. Okay. So as you guys can see, they take care of every single detail, not only the curriculum, but what jerseys that they wear, where they wear. And I mean, it's a fantastic, well-run operation that, unless you're there to experience it, really words just don't do justice, if you know what I mean. Let me play another one. You know what? I'll do a little bit of the introduction with Keith Tozer talking to some of the players. So, as you guys may have noticed while you were listening to Keith Tozer, Coach Tozer, explain what the first day of trials will be like, you might have heard some terms that you never heard before, like fixo, ala, pivo. Those are the terms that are used in futsal for the positioning. There's also you heard him talk about the patterns and whatnot, and that's where the difference lies in a USYF Futsal Academy. The fact that we are teaching futsal, although futsal is a great beneficial tool for outdoor soccer, it's also its own sport. So when you play futsal, quality futsal against a quality team, there are certain, just like basketball, it is a combination of basketball and soccer. There's certain plays, there's certain rotation of the ball. You'll hear coaches always say, rotate the ball, move the futsal ball. You'll hear, the different um, uh, uh, the different plays that they have. Again, the positions have their own names. So the curriculum for USYF is that of a national standard curriculum, meaning that under being under a member of US soccer, this was going to be taught nationwide. So it's a lot different than your local futsal organization that may just do 5 or 10 weeks of training, and it may be just outdoor soccer, just in an indoor facility. So there are some different benefits that you be in this environment. So let me see if I can find another. Um, you know, um, Actually, let's move on. This is a good one for the goalkeepers. The goalkeepers are stretching and learn, stretching and being taught some of the techniques that they're going to be used more in futsal than they are in outdoor soccer, which, by the way, again, once you get those techniques down, they are tremendously helpful in outdoor soccer. Let me just lower this a little bit. I'm just going to run through it, guys. Again, this is just, warm-ups that they do. You heard Coach Tozer say sol delay with a scoop. Basically, sol delay is something that is used extremely in futsal. We try to get the kids to use it more and more in outdoor soccer because using the bottom of your foot, which is the sole, is a key surface that if you watch outdoor soccer and if you watch the top players, they're always using the bottom of their foot. So in futsal, it's being taught sol delay, scoop, and all that good stuff. This is after session is over for the first day. As you can see, this is one age group, by the way. I mean, the U10s and U11s, or U11s and U12s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, those were the biggest groups down there. Again, you come in contact with players from across the country. How do you get there? USYF Futsal 365 Academy has the path to get you here. So as I said, for the first year, 13 of our players have been identified to participate in this ID camp, with the possibility of them securing a spot on the national team. So now here we're going to a couple of tactical exercises. Also, you'll notice that the courts are full-size courts there that they play in, and not just basketball courts. So this is just 1v1. Then they're going to go in a 2v1 situation. They're going to build it up to I believe 3v2. So every time they're going up and down, that's 2v2. Okay, you guys get the idea. And now they're going to go the other way, 3v2. So the coaches will step in. This is actually the second day, I believe, of training. So the coaches will step in. This is Coach Diego from Mexico. He does speak English. Coach Tozer was just kidding around. So he'll step in and he'll give him technical direction. So let's eavesdrop on this. So if you guys understood the explanation here, it's a bit different than your normal explanation from a coach who does not have a futsal background. So basically, what he was trying to discuss, and let me just explain to you in case you weren't able to understand it. I think you should be able to hear it. So you basically have a 3v2, meaning three field players with two field players defending. So two green pennies with three white shirts. So it's considered a 3v2. However, as the game slows down and now they're going to defensive mode, Coach Diego is showing them how they can utilize their goalkeeper and break it down. And it becomes a 1v1 here, 1v1 here. The goalkeeper comes out 1v1 here. So now it's, if you total them up, it's actually a 3v3. So it's something that, again, a little detail that if you not a futsal trained coach, you probably will not know how to break it down like that or address it. Let me see if I can just go. So now they're running some of the sequences that futsal offers. And once again, if you go and watch a professional futsal game, we're hoping to have a professional futsal league here in the U.S. But if you YouTube it or if you go online and see the games being played in other countries, you'll recognize that futsal has scripted, sort of, you want to call it, although it's a free-flowing game, it does have some scripted rotations. And basically what those are used for is to find space, force the other team to make a mistake in coverage before you can penetrate into goal. So it's sort of like a basketball game. When they're coming up to cold court, you might hear the coach say, hey, pass the ball 3, 4, 5 times before you go to basket. Or they'll rotate the ball around the perimeter, around the 3-point arc. Okay, they'll rotate the ball, trying to get their defense to break down, as opposed to just completely driving in the court and getting defended, getting blocked on. So these are some of this is some of the rotations that are going to go over. I forget the gentleman's name here. He's from Serbia, the coach. So they just set him up, and now the kids are going to run the rotations, as you can see, kind of scripted. Boom. Okay, let's see. It's going to go real quick because I don't want to take too much time. And another coach again going through a different sequence here. So first they'll explain it, because don't forget, these are the coaches, by the way, that they're going to be going to the national teams, with the national teams traveling abroad. So these boys are now getting a taste of what it's like to be trained with national coaches or international coaches. And these are some of the sequence and some of the things that they're going to use when they're going to play overseas. So not only are they trying out, for these national teams, it's actually a little mini clinic kind of situation. So to be honest with you, you just can't beat it any which way you see it, the experience, the value, everything that comes out of this situation. So if one of the players does make the national team, they already are kind of a little bit familiar with rotations and everything else. Okay. Again, I'm just going through it. Some of the video I also covered. I covered a lot of different things. I covered everything. The girls, the boys. Now this is I believe the third day. They break it down where they have games. So they evaluate by the way, the coaches, after being on the court from 7 o'clock in the morning till I believe they break down 9 o'clock at night, they spend a couple hours and they evaluate the day's trials, the players and whatnot. And the next day they have an idea more or less where they want to see players. By the time they hit the last day where the teams are created, they have an idea of the evaluated players and who to match them up with. So credit to the coaches and the staff. Long days. Long days, guys. It's not just, that's why it's so scripted and so well organized. I'm trying to see. Again, another. I want to see this video here, even for the goalkeepers, different age groups, by the way. Okay, I think I capture everything. I just, it just took everything in, guys. It was such a tremendous experience for me as well. These are the girls in a different venue. Just a tremendous experience, guys. Not just for the players, but myself as a coach. This is the third day they're playing the games. This is a university, Kansas City, close by. I forget which one it is. I'm just trying to show you guys the parent interviewed. Maybe it's on another disc. I'm not sure. The goalkeepers. Anyway, so they do have goalkeeping training by the goalkeeping staff, the national staff. So the goalkeepers will train. This is the director of the academy, Serena, giving us a little, thoughts, a little interview. But anyway, you guys get the idea. Oh, here it is. There you go. So Otto Orff, one of the goalkeeping staff coaches, is going over some training and what he wants to see in the games and whatnot, and you'll see the training is a bit different. Okay, they're being taught how to do a K stop, a slide, and which again in today's, if you guys watch outdoor soccer, more and more goalkeepers are using these type of saves on 1v1 breakaway situations or whatnot. So guess what? If you can do all this stuff here on a hardwood court with a much faster ball, it's going to be cake outside. It's a lot easier. Okay. Anyway, I spent enough time. I hope I showed you guys enough. I hope that you guys found value. Please, again, make sure that you subscribe to our Futsal 365 channel, YouTube, and we're going to be uploading all the videos and everything. We're going to be up there. So everything's going to be on here for you guys to take your time, go back and see at your own leisure. Don't forget to mark our Futsal website, futsal365academy.com. Make sure you sign up, and we hope to see you in the tryouts on June 14th to 21st. Have a great one, everybody.